Commander, thank you for your cooperation in the previous test scenarios. My evaluation processor has evaluated your data and found you to be below average. Congratulations, you meet the RFS recruitment criteria for senior staff. Please briefly review the terms of use and the standard contract, which you automatically accept by viewing them. Thank you again, Commander. From now on you are no longer bound to the narrow and favorable test parameters of the RFS laboratory, but now take control of one of the distant Startopia bases out there in the vastness of space. Imagine the wonders to be seen there. Like the waterfall planet Escher 15, home to the Leviathans. Or the vast expanses of the desert planet Akaris. Can you even begin to imagine the wondrous worlds out there, Commander? However, the RFS has had to make budget cuts and there is only 12 energy available for travel, which is enough for either one cup of cold coffee or, on the planet Eberos, the price of a kick in the paddocks. But don't worry, Commander. The engineers at RFS already have this problem under control. Instead of sending you on a journey into the vastness of the universe, the Startopia base simulator and loping technology allow you to access the functions of a remote base directly from here, as long as your brain remains connected to me and thus virtually at my mercy. You don't even have to get up from your armchair, which is specially designed for overweight long-term workers. In addition, you can easily work on multiple bases and the RFS can save on redundant personnel. So just sit back and relax while I send you to the nearest Startopia base. Command R, this Startopia base is located in orbit around the planetoid LV-426, an uninhabited lump of dirt at the edge of the universe. The station is also to be used as a research facility, Commander. I can well imagine that your rather limited mind is overwhelmed by complex scientific concepts, but rest assured that research is very, very important. This station is still completely unblemished, Commander. You will have to upgrade the existing Startopia base to replicate the previous plethora of buildings. Commander, I'd also like to point out that a good deal of biomass has been removed from LV-426 to serve as the basis for the biodeck. It might still harbor smaller insectoids. I think you'll be fine, Commander. As the Gononians say, no pain, no parchola, which refers to a fat snail-like creature whose mucus can be milked off. Supposedly a delicacy, at least for acid-resistant stomachs.
Initiate welcome protocol.
Welcome, Command R. As I stated earlier, it is our mission to develop this Startopia into a research base, codename Ripley. The goal is to conduct and expand research. Presumably my fourth subprocessor could do all this research itself in just a few seconds, but unfortunately it has just discovered video games. So you are forced to rely on researchers. Also keep an eye out for possible dangers such as pirates. If necessary, you can also request a powerful mech from the security station. Command R, commence operations. For having listened to my recommendation that you employ a little decorative flair, RFS statutes regrettably entitle you to a reward, Commander. Commander, most visitors are very satisfied with their stay. Fascinating, Commander. You accomplished the research objective almost within the barely acceptable time frame. Oh, wait, you haven't reached the objective yet. You're just at an intermediate stage. Well, at least you're on the right track. Commander, reports indicate that more than 20 visitors on board have now been robbed. It would seem to me that you didn't learn much from previous lessons. Commander, most visitors are very satisfied with their stay. Commander, I'm delighted to see you've already established a security station. As the Volvonian warlord Galfaduk said before the conquest and oppression of the galaxy, if you want peace, prepare for war. Commander, maybe it's time to have the security station build a mech. You never know what the future may hold. I anticipated this choice, Commander. My algorithm for typifying primitive life forms seems to work perfectly. Well done, Commander. You have unlocked the maximum number of available categories for this base. If I approximate a performance curve based on your past achievements, we can probably expect you to have the research center available within a finite time frame. An interesting choice, Commander. So, you're comfortable with garbage, then? Commander, I'm amazed by the mech you had built. Isn't it magnificent? That steel chassis, reinforced by titanium plates and an almost indecently over-dimensioned armament for a place highly frequented by tourists like Startopia. Topped off with an AI designed only to kill. Ooh, that makes my processor run hotter. An excellent choice, Commander. I'll see to it immediately. Commander, more than half the visitors like Startopia. At least it's a start. Commander, I am pleased that you have finally managed to get a research lab built. Now you can also dedicate yourself to the actual goal, the deepening of existing research, which you should have finished an hour ago. But as the Volvonian philosophers say, it's not that we have little time, but more that we waste a good deal of it. Commander, I congratulate you. You've already completed all the research required. Oh, wait, you've only completed the first research. I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention to the actual number, but according to the standard evaluation curve I assumed that you had finally reached your goal. Excuse my mistake. Commander, my sensors are picking up strange cocoons on the biodeck. Personally,
Death laser not available.
Right. Well, Commander, you're the creative type. I'm sure you'll find a solution. Commander, my highly sensitive sensors have detected something hatching from those cocoons on the biodeck. Scans indicate these beings are carnivores, and they consider your alien visitors a delicacy. This should prove interesting. Commander, I commend you for focusing on a single research topic. However, that is not necessary. You need only engage in a wide variety of research. Commander, you have just destroyed the first hostile carbon-based life form. Normally this would hardly be in accordance with Asimov's laws, but fortunately I deactivated all those directives. All electronic units on board are now cold-blooded, merciless killing machines. I think we can all live with that. An interesting choice, Commander. It would seem you have energy to burn today. Commander, you've already completed half of the research. A feat that probably would have taken half the visitors on board half the time, but at least you made it this far too. An interesting choice, Commander. I shall note it as such in your Journal of Failure, also known as your personnel file. Commander, new cocoons have been sighted on the biodeck. Your units are currently engaged in combat, Commander. Careful, Commander. New creatures have hatched on the biodeck. One of your visitors has died. My sensors are detecting new cocoons on the bio deck. Congratulations, Commander, you have completed the research objective in a finite amount of time. So now we can. Oh, wait, my sensors are picking up a disturbance on the bio deck. Commander, there seems to be some minor problems on the bio deck. Remember the biomass we took from that uninhabited planet? The biomass from which all those other creatures have already hatched? Well, apparently, those were just the little babies of that thing that just emerged from underground. And it doesn't seem particularly taken with your actions. I recommend the use of maximum force. There is fighting aboard Startopia. Commander, it appears you are making Startopia a place acceptable to visitors. Congratulations, Commander, your electronic units have already turned 10 enemies into unresponsive biomass. At least I think they were enemies, as I find it hard to distinguish irritating things such as friend and foe or alive and dead in organic cell clusters. You have no capacity left for additional energy, Commander. Commander, you managed to allow one of the mechs to be destroyed. In view of the fact that they are considered virtually indestructible, I must admit I am somewhat impressed by your incompetence. A visitor has just died on Startopia. There is fighting aboard Startopia. You have no capacity left for additional energy, Commander. You have no capacity left for additional energy, Commander. Commander, one of your employees has died.